Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to a mental break. Thanks for tuning in. I know it's been a while, guys, and listen, I don't have that many subscribers. So for some of y'all, some of you returning, it's been a while for y'all, but mostly it's going to be new people listening to this. So welcome everyone. Thanks for clicking. You click so that you can hear my thoughts on the Housewives of New Jersey. So let's just get it cracking. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time with it. Let's jump in. All right, in this channel, in a mental break, this channel is for the grown and sexy. And on this channel, we deal with accountability. I don't sit here and make excuses for people's behavior. I'm going to say what it is and I'm going to tell it like it is. This is for the over 40 crowd. This ain't for these young folks that got an excuse for everything under the sun, for everything that they do. This is for those of us who was brought up in a household where you have to be accountable for what you do. And it's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. It ain't everybody else's fault. So let's just dive right in and let's get it cracking. Now, for those of you who click this video, it's very obvious that you're fans of the Housewives of New Jersey. Excuse any background noise, y'all. I'm at my desk and there's crap all over the place. Um, Let me just say this about the Housewives of New Jersey. It has definitely lost what Jersey was built on. Now, for those of us who have been watching, Housewives of Jersey from the beginning, we all know that this franchise is going to hell in a handbasket. We've seen it at this point. When this series first started, most of us who have fell in love with Jersey, we fell in love with it for one reason: family. This franchise was built on families. The Judices, the Gorgas, the Manzos, the Laritas, the Wakilis, and don't forget Danielle and Rosie. But the franchise was built on families. When this series first came on, what did we see, y'all? We saw them functioning as a family. Sunday dinners, holidays, the Jersey Shore, all of the, summer vacations with the kids. We've watched these kids grow up. We've watched Andriana grow up into a teenager. We watched Gia go off to college. We watched Melania turn into a child that was working for the devil and turned into a beautiful young lady. So that's why I said we've watched this. We've watched Antonia grow up and go to college. We watched Melissa. Look at her boys. Melissa's boys are gorgeous. Oh my God. Those are, oh Lord. Melissa's boys and Dolores' son, honey, they heartbreakers. But we've watched these kids grow up. And don't forget Kim D's fashion show. I forgot about that. Don't forget about Kim D. So again, we were watching Jersey and we fell in love with these families. That's what we fell in love with. Now fast forward to 2024, this is disgusting. All right, we're going to break it down because in the break room that's what we do. Now I'm not going to do that. Come to the break room. We just going to break this down. Everybody in the damn break room. The whole damn cast of Jersey is in the damn break room. All right, let's just start breaking it down little by little because I wrote my notes here and I'm going to take person by person. So let's start with the fight between Margaret and Dolores. All right, y'all. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all agree with me or not. Margaret wasn't lying. Dolores acted like a nut. The way Dolores acted and the way Margaret acted, you could tell that there was some oops, I shouldn't have said that, she's upset type of deal. Y'all got to check out the facial expressions and the body language. Now, if y'all agree with it, let me know in the comments. I mean, I could be wrong. I would like to hear you guys' perspective on that. Because what Dolores did wasn't called for. Because again, Dolores is loyal to Teresa where she really shouldn't be. Because Teresa doesn't give Dolores that same type of loyalty. And we'll get to that later. She doesn't give her that. So Dolores gets on my nerves. Margaret, you are the VIP for this franchise, honey, because Margaret sent the wreath, said, my condolences to your dignity, child. Now that was a good one. And I'm gonna take a page out of Margaret book. That was a good one, child. Now that was a good one. She said, love, love, love. Child, I was dying. But anyway, Margaret is the VIP, honey, and she whipped it out in the end. One thing about Margaret going out with a bang, baby. I love me some Margaret. I don't care what nobody say. I love Margaret. I don't care. Now, let's move on. Let's go to Jennifer and Danielle. Now, this thing with Jennifer and Danielle, now, this is what I think about Jennifer. And again, let me know in the comments. Looking at Jennifer's history, I believe that Jennifer has issue with any young housewife that comes on who has a husband that loves her. Because we all know what Jennifer has been spiraling ever since Margaret pulled out that your husband sleeps in the pool house. Because once that got outed and that was out, Jennifer been spiraling and just been nasty ever since. Jennifer is a very unhappy woman, and she's the perfect example of money cannot buy you happiness. Jennifer has that huge ass home that looks like a Vegas hotel. And, she has beautiful children. She has family. She has money. She always talks about she only wears Chanel. She has all these beautiful things. She's got surgery. She's taken Ozempic. She's lost weight. She's done all these things. And her husband still sleeps in the pool house. Her husband doesn't want her. It's very clear. Her husband. Now, let me just say this. In Jennifer's culture, they do arranged marriages. And I believe that Bill and Jennifer were an arranged marriage. I believe Bill does not really like Jennifer. I believe he married Jennifer because there was something in it for him, because Bill seems like that type. He seems like the type that, I'm going to marry her because, I'm going to benefit in some kind of way. Because this man that got him his little drop top Porsche, and word on the street is that he be messing with the youngins, not young kid. Get that. Let me just straighten that up. But younger women, and they don't look like Jennifer because Bill got the coin. You wouldn't have a house like that if you didn't have the coin in the car. So we all know, for those of you who don't know, I'm just going to say it real quickly. And if you still not understanding me, then you need to skip over to my other channel and RN's Life and check out my Psychology of Men video. As we know, men are selfish by nature. So when you add money to the equation and they're able to buy what they want and stunt and everything, they want the baddest bee in town, honey, on their arm. They like to parade around. They like to have the baddest bee next to them in the car, because you got to understand how men roll. So if you want to know more about how men really are, go to my other channel in RN's Life, and I have a series called The Psychology of Men. I think it's 4 parts, 3 or 4, I think. And I tell it all right there. And so it explains everything. So Jennifer, now Danielle wanted to be in the in crowd. And see, that's what Jennifer get, because you mean to tell me you didn't watch the Housewives show? You didn't go back and look and see how Jennifer act and how she'll turn on you in a minute. So to me, that's on Danielle. And in my opinion, Danielle plays a character on that show. She's loud. It's just over the top. And I don't mean to be harsh, y'all, but that fashion show that Danielle had with them bougie kids, you can see that stuff anywhere. I've seen that stuff, Fashion Nova Kids, Rainbow, Carter's. I mean, she ain't selling what she had was nothing. Some tutus, child, please. But anyway, she tried. Whatever. She's trying to make a coin. She's trying to make something for herself. But baby, next time, the bougie kids, you got to do better, baby, because that this was a hit. And we ain't gonna talk about Melissa and her fashion show. We'll get to that later. Now, anyway, as for Danielle, I don't like her. I don't like her. I don't like. She could leave. It really doesn't bother me. As far as I'm concerned, Danielle could just leave. Now, Jennifer, both of them were wrong. Danielle and Jennifer, they were both wrong on each end. Did Jennifer start it? Yes. Does Jennifer hit below the belt? Yeah. But Danielle is too aggressive. She's too aggressive and she doesn't know when to stop. So Danielle really should not be on that franchise. She doesn't fit well, in my opinion. So y'all leave me y'all thoughts on that one, and I'm going to move on. Well, I'm going to get to the fooders. I love Rachel. I think Rachel, John, their family, I think they're a cute little family. I think that they're a good addition to the Jersey Housewives franchise, but without the toxicity. See, that's the thing. I think Rachel and Fuda, if they would have came in the series during the time that the Manzos and all them were on there, I think they would have done better, and I think it would have been really cute. Because I like the Fudas. I think John Fuda is funny. I think he goes well with the men of Jersey. Um, and I think the Fudas were like a really good addition. And congratulations to Rachel for getting pregnant, because I know they were doing IVF and she was trying to get pregnant. So congratulations to Rachel, and I sincerely hope from the bottom of my heart she has a healthy, happy baby with no complications. So I hope everything goes well for them, because I truly do like Rachel, and I like the Fudas and their whole family. I think the little girls are adorable. You know, their son is so cute. I think that their whole storyline is just really cute, and you can see that there's a lot of love there. So I like the Fudas. I think that they're a good addition. Now let's go to Fessler. All right, let's talk about Jen Fessler. When Fessler first popped on the scene, I was loving Fessler last season. I was. This is her second season coming back. Now Fessler seems like she just wants to be on TV, and she wants to, climb the Teresa ladder. She wants to be on Bravo a little longer. She doesn't want to be a part of the mess, but you want to be a part of the show. Honey, you knew what you signed up for. Okay, you should have known how these girls act. I don't know why you can't see that. So I'm not getting that. And I also don't like that Fessler is Margaret's friend, but yet you want to sit up onto Teresa, and you're also supposed to be Rachel's friend. Now, for what we're seeing, when Rachel came to the franchise, Rachel was your friend. So how you are going to just side with Teresa? Well, I just want to hear what she has to say. I'm not saying be rude to Teresa. I'm not saying not talk to Teresa, but your loyalty should be with Rachel and Margaret, not with Teresa. Fessler wants to be over there with them because she want to stay on TV. I don't know what her deal is, because she went and got. She looked like she had Ozempic. She had her face done. She's getting herself ready, being on television. So that's why I said Fessler can go too, because I don't like people that what's it called? Don't know how to choose a side. Margaret's your friend. Rachel's your friend. Those are the people that got on there through knowing them, not Teresa. So that's why I said that's all screwed up. It's nothing wrong with talking to Teresa, getting cordial with Teresa, and getting to know Teresa. But when it comes to what Teresa wanted to do, well, Fessler didn't go to her house. She didn't do that because Margaret said something. But Fessler was going to go. If Margaret didn't say anything, she was going to go. Best believe she was. So, because Margaret told her not to go. So that's why I said, listen. And if I'm wrong about that, guys, let me know in the comments, because I could have sworn Margaret. I don't know if Margaret. I can't remember if Margaret actually asked her if she put it in a way. You're not going to that, are you? That kind of thing. So I don't know. So you guys let me know. Um, Let me see. All right. So next, because I took some notes, because it's just a lot of stuff going on. All right. So next, I'm going to move on to Jackie. Lord Jesus. Lord have mercy. I'm trying to figure out what happened off camera that Jackie wants to come back and be friends with Teresa. Now, Jackie was a friend of the show. Let's go back a couple seasons. Let's go back to after the Evan rumor. After the Evan rumor, the next season, I think Jackie just came on as a friend to the show. She didn't actually have, a cast role. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Jackie again came back as friend of the show. I'm not 100% if Jackie, I have to look. I can't remember if she's actually in the lineup with the girls, because I can't remember. But all right, let's just talk about Jackie anyway. Now, Jackie, honey, this is where everything gets crazy to me. Teresa brings a rumor back to everybody about your husband, and you crashed out over it. It stirred up your eating disorder. You weren't eating. You damn near need to be hospitalized. What happened was you just refused to go. And now you want to be friends with Teresa? Now everything is love, love, love? This is where I'm confused at. I can understand you not wanting to go into the season argumentative with Teresa or having hate in your heart. But what I have a hard time understanding is how you can befriend her and turn on everybody else. That's what I got a hard time with. You know what Jackie reminds me of? She reminds me of the kid that always wanted to sit at the pool table. And soon as they give her one opportunity, she runs over there and forgets her nerdy friends at the nerd table. That's who Jackie reminds me of. Because Jackie's one of them. Jackie is still dealing with childhood issues that she hasn't resolved yet. I don't know where she's been getting her therapy or where she got it from, but it ain't working. Because her wanting to be friends with Teresa and turn on Margaret and Melissa is insane to me, especially what Teresa did. What Teresa did was malicious. See, we all know where the rumor came from. It came from the men. Remember, it came from Frank and Joe. They heard about it at the gym where they all go. So Joe brought it back to Margaret. Margaret mentioned it to whoever or whatever, however it got out. It got out. Somehow or another, it got back to Teresa. So I think maybe Frank told Dolores, Dolores told Teresa. I don't know how it went. But the bottom line is it got back to Teresa because the men brought it back. That's who brought it back. Now, let me just do a little sidebar here about that rumor. Word on the street is because I did a little digging. I did a little digging. And word on the street, there is a source that said that is close to them that was on YouTube a while ago. This was a video I saw a while ago. And I'm not going to say who said it. I'm just going to say it's somebody that is a reputable source and they're in that circle. And they said that Evan indeed was having an affair with another woman. That woman was is married. And what happened was they were both planning to leave each other's spouses and be together. But when Jackie started spiraling with the anorexia, then Evan couldn't do it because he knew that if he left her, it would just cause this spiral effect that would affect his children. So Evan didn't leave. So that's the word on the street. Now, it's allegedly, I don't know if it's true, but I'm just telling you that that's what I'm hearing. So you could just take it with a grain of salt because I don't know. But that's the word on the street. And that might be why Jackie was spiraling so much because not just about a cheating rumor, but because she probably did indeed find out that he was planning to leave her to be with this woman. Because this woman was married too with children. And they were both planning to leave their spouses. So we don't know if that's true or not. So anyway, and that might be why Jackie wanted to be friends with Teresa because Jackie knows Teresa knows what it's like to be cheated on because you know how Joe acted. All we got to do is watch the season. We already know he had side chicks. So it is what it is. So anyway, I'm not understanding Jackie. To find out at the end that Jackie is the one that bought the Warrior video out because Jackie. See, I can't believe Jackie now. Jackie is saying she never talked to the women after that. Margaret did. I don't believe that because once you lie about something, if you're once you lie about something, you're gonna keep lying. Because they had to press her to get the truth out of her. As soon as Melissa said that there were receipts, that's when she finally admitted it. So why would and especially because Jackie is a lawyer. So if her background is a lawyer, she's not the type of person that's just going to get one little piece of information and leave it. That girl going to dig until she find everything. I can imagine how Jackie felt during this time. Jackie was already like on the ledge. She was already losing it. So for her to go find the exes, I believe that Jackie did that. And I believe Jackie did a lot more that she's not telling. And she's trying to pin it on Margaret. Because remember when she was sitting there, she said to Margaret, "Oh, you're just trying to take the heat off of you." No, baby, it was you. Now, did I believe Margaret did something? I do believe that Margaret did some sneaky things behind the scenes. I do, but I think she did it for herself, not to come after anybody else. I think that Margaret was getting information she needed because Louis went after her son. So once that happened, I think Margaret said, "Look, all bets is off, and I'm going guns a blazing." So that's what I believe, because Margaret don't play about her son, honey. Because as you can see, he's not on the show. And Margaret, I didn't even know that Margaret had a biological son until recent episodes of Jersey, within the last like couple seasons, because she never mentioned him. She mentioned her ex-husband and his children. She never mentioned her son that I'm aware of. I could be wrong. So if y'all know differently, drop it in the comments. But I didn't hear it. So anyway, you can't mess with a woman's children. It's something that's something you can't do. Any woman that loves her children, rides and die for her children, you can't mess with my children, because that's how I feel. I feel like that. I ride and die for my they the only people I ride and die for. I ride and die for my children. I don't ride or die for other people because I'm not supposed to. Your children, especially as a mother, your children, you're going to be protective. But other people, sometimes you have to back off. Some people you protect, some you don't. I'm just saying, as far as ride or die, they get my protection no matter what. My children get my protection no matter what. Everybody don't get my protection no matter what, because everybody don't act like they got some damn sense. So even if my kids are wrong, I'm going to protect them at that moment. Then I'll tell them their asses is wrong. But at that particular moment, I ride and die for my kids. So I understand Margaret. I understand that when because her son is very private. He doesn't want to be a part of, that world. And her son is in the finance world. And from what I understand, you can't do that. When people have high profile jobs, you can't do certain things because they don't play that. They don't care about no damn reality TV. They care about their business. When you're dealing with millions of dollars every day, they don't give two shits about no damn Housewives of Jersey. They care about where their money's flowing. So that's why I said I understand Margaret and what's going on with that. So she wasn't wrong about that. Now, let me circle the block about Margaret and Dolores, because remember at the viewing, this the so-called reunion, Dolores went in the other room. She said, "Oh, I'm going to go check on Margaret because I didn't know that, the dog passed away or whatever." The first thing that Dolores says when she goes to Margaret, and they're talking about that episode, when Dolores called her a see you next Tuesday. And Dolores says to Margaret, "We both remember it differently." Dolores just admitted that she knew. Because why would you say we remember it differently? What is there to remember, Dolores? If she did not ask you, then why do you have to remember anything? Evidently, you had to be on the phone with her. You had to be. Because why else would you make that statement? I don't remember it going that way. I'm trying to think what were her exact words. I think I wrote it down. Did I write it down? Because let me see. Oh, yeah, because this is what Margaret said, because I wrote it down because it's a quote. Margaret said, yeah, I did talk to you, Dolores, because you said you didn't want to come to that shit. That's what Margaret said. That's why I said Dolores knew about it, what it is. And Dolores kind of gave it away when she said, "I thought you was trying to make me look like a bad friend." That's why Dolores got upset, because she knew about it, because Margaret did invite her. Margaret did say, "Remember, you were at lunch with Teresa and Jennifer, and you said I can't talk right now," whatever she said, or whatever. But Margaret did invite her. So Dolores need to stop. Dolores need to cut it out and just, and stop being up Teresa's ass, because enough is enough. Because I'm like this. Dolores, I'm sorry, Dolores. I understand your loyalty to Teresa, but not at the expense of my son. That's why Teresa backed down when Dolores said, "Teresa, I defended you with Louis, even when it came to my son." And she said it like that. And Teresa backed down because Teresa knows whatever happened between Frankie Jr. and Louis wasn't good. And Teresa did not want that out. She knew it because Teresa backed down. And she said, "Oh, I'm gonna tell Louis to say he's sorry." Yeah, I just bet you would. You didn't care about him saying he was sorry when he was saying it, when you were standing there, but now you're gonna say something because Dolores backed your ass up against that damn wall. Now, Dolores, I will give you your props for that, but you don't get too much more after that because you should get out of Teresa's ass. Because right is right and wrong is wrong. And there's too many times that Teresa's wrong and Dolores just stands there and just like, oh, well, you don't know Teresa. And this, listen, we don't give a shit about knowing Teresa. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And another thing, Dolores is not going to be happy in life until she admits she has black in her family. Because I can't. Because Dolores is black. Now, let's get to the men. What I'm going to miss most about Jersey are the men of Jersey. I mean, how many years have we laughed at these men getting together and doing stupid things? And it's going to be sorely missed. And this is how you know the show ain't even going great. Bill and Paulie are not even a part of the man cave group. They're not even a part of it because they over there with Louis. So this goes to show you that this franchise is falling apart. Because all the men, if you look back historically, every single year that Jersey's on, the men always get together and act simple. Go back and look after show after show after show after show, except I think what maybe the first season. I don't think all the men got together, but I think after that, all the men were getting together for card games and different things. And Bill and Paulie are over there with Louis. Now, it doesn't surprise me that Bill and Paulie are over there with Louis because all three of them is crazy. So it doesn't matter. Bill can't stand his wife because how many of y'all cringed when he was singing in the basement, my Jenny, my Jenny? Oh, that was so disgusting. That was so cringy. We know you don't give two shits about your wife. We know that. Your wife was on the damn ground at the damn pool at the party last year, and they had to tell you to go get your damn wife. That was either last year or the year before last, whatever year that was. They tell you to go get your damn wife off the ground. You over there just laughing and talking. You saw your wife on the ground. You ain't give a shit. You ain't even want her in the your damn porch. You told her don't throw up in it. Oh, child. Anyway, so that was a mess. Paulie, Dolores, I don't get Dolores. Dolores loves to get with men that are unavailable. They're emotionally unavailable, physically unavailable. I'm not going to say financially because Davis apparently bought her a car. And but this is disgusting. Paulie has been getting a divorce for 10 years now. He's not getting a divorce, Dolores. I don't even know why you're in this relationship. I don't know why you're working with this man. Why would you work with somebody that he's married and you're not really, y'all are not really having a relationship? I mean, you're the side chick. Basically, you're the side chick. And his mother called you a hussy. Anyway, when they went to Ireland. So that was just a mess. And we all know that Louis crazy. Now, I'm going to close out this video because I'm coming up on 30 minutes and I'm going to end it out on saying this. Louis has came into the Housewives of New Jersey and has single-handedly took it down. I mean, if you want to be real about it, he has come in, got Teresa, and has started fights with everybody on the damn cast, with the exception of Paulie and Bill. And when we look at Paulie and Bill, we see why they get along. Paulie is a scammer, and Bill, we see, doesn't give a damn. He's a cheater. He's not into his wife or his kids. Do y'all recall the episode that Jennifer called Bill when they were away on some vacation and told him to go spend time with the kids that the kids ain't seen you? How you live every day and not even look at your children? How do you, even if you don't spend a whole lot of time with them, how you don't come home as a man and as a parent of children to come home and at least say hi to your children? How is your day? Show them you care. Show them you're interested. Now, I'm not saying Bill doesn't love his kids and he's not interested. I'm saying he don't show it. And that's sad because for Jennifer to be on national TV and tell him to go home and see the kids, that means he's not seeing his kids, y'all. That's what that means because you saying it on national TV. And if you got to say that on national TV, that means on a regular basis he don't see his damn kids, child, and that's sad. Well, he's going to regret that when he gets older because kids get older and they be like, listen, you ain't give a damn, whatever. So they got to deal with the repercussions of not, him not being there like he should be, especially with his daughters. because daughters need fathers, especially in those preteen years, them teen years. They need that. And Bill is disgusting. So anyway, I'm going to close this out. Jersey is done to me. I will not be watching Jersey moving forward. This was the last season for me. I can't speak for anybody else, but I'm over it. It's just not fun to watch anymore. It's not entertaining to me anymore. Jersey used to be that warm bowl of soup that you just, you could just sit down and crawl up and look at, and just, it was a feel good housewife show. It was the only franchise that was built on families. So it had a feel good like thing to it. And now it's gone. It's gone. Everything that, made it fun to watch and you look forward to it coming back. And even with Danielle and her craziness, and I'm not talking about the new Danielle, I'm talking about the old one. Even with Danielle and Kim D's fashion shows, and the Brownstone, and just all the things, that's the Jersey Shore. Who could forget the times that they've been down to the Jersey Shore? We've watched this franchise for how many years now? I think Jersey's on season 14. So like for the past 14 years, basically, we've been watching, Jersey and these families, and we watched it just all deteriorate. It's heartbreaking to see Joe and his sister at odds like that. Y'all are all y'all got. Your parents are gone. All y'all have is each other and Kathy. And y'all just, you let fame and TV and money come between you. And for what's going on in this world right now, everybody needs everybody. We're in a bad state out here, guys. I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but I've been paying attention what's going on over there in Israel. I've been paying attention what's going on in the stock market. I've been paying attention what's going on with this banking system. Is it with the real estate market, with rent, with everything else that's going on? I've been paying attention to this, and guys, it's not looking good. And this is a time where everybody needs to pull together. Because in my family, we've all pulled together because we have different family members that are struggling due to this recession. And we've been making sure that everybody's bills has been paid, everybody has food in their refrigerator, and everybody has the necessities they need. Nobody is, going overboard and buying no Gucci or Chanel bags, but everybody's making sure that everybody's good, and everybody's lights are on, and heat is on, and water is on. So we're trying to make sure we've pulled together, and we pull our money together to go to the farmers market. We pull our money together for different things. So that's why I said we need each other right now. And let me just get on my little soapbox for 5 minutes with this. If you're listening to this, if you gotten this far in this video, I'm just going to say this. If you are able to connect with your family or either close friends or neighbors, establish some sort of community for yourself. And when I say community, it ain't got to be a bunch of people. It could be you and two people, but establish some sort of community with yourself, because it's going to get bad out here, guys. It's going to get bad, and you're going to need help. Nobody's going to be able to go through this alone. We're all going to need help to get through this. This is not a good time, guys. We're moving into digital currency. The economy is falling. We're running out of money. So this is not a joke. This is not a game. This is not a drill. This is real. This is no joke. And people need to start preparing themselves. You need to start stocking up on water and canned foods and things like that, because we may have a possible attack ourselves, which will attack our grid. And when it attacks our power grid, that's going to really mess us up bad, guys. Because that power, when you hit the power grid, that affects water, utilities, the internet, cell phones. All these things will be affected. So that's why I said you need a community and you need a plan. You need to have a plan in place, because this could happen at any time. You could wake up one day and be at work and boom, all the power goes out. Then what you going to do? You can't call your family. The cell phones are down. So what are you going to do? You need a plan. You need an emergency plan. So I'm gonna close out just saying that, guys. I'm getting on my little soapbox here, but I think it's important to say that because it's getting real out here and it's getting serious. It's really getting serious. So everybody needs to at least prepare. And if nothing happens to the grid and we make it through all this with no problem, that's great. But in the meantime, you have an emergency contingency plan in case something do happen. All right, guys, let me get out of here. Thanks for tuning into my video. I will be coming back with more videos. I know these videos is long and in between, but my life is crazy right now. It's just crazy. I'm getting ready. I'm working. I'm trying to do this. And also, I have a business also, and I'm starting another business. So that's why I said it's just hectic for me. But I really want to do these videos for you guys. I enjoy doing YouTube. I'm not so pressed upon, oh, my 1,000 subscribers. I'm not pressed upon that. I get there when I get there. I just enjoy doing the videos. So, guys, you take care, be safe out there, and I'll be back with another video.